Hello everyone, welcome back to Dysfunctional Systems Learning to Manage Chaos. Let's go ahead and continue. Being in the presence of books has a fascinating effect on me. Ever since we entered here, I've been breathing sighs. Everything makes sense in books. Everything is carefully placed, planned out, logical, and clear. They reflect what I once admired in reality. Of course, reality doesn't offer such things anymore. After all, here I am, sitting in the library of another world, my mentor tapping away at keys to find a man to kill. I wonder what kind of books a world with wars has. Ones about bloodshed and suffering? As long as they're fiction, I might like to read them. Granted, I've lately found it difficult to determine what exactly fiction even is. Got it. I almost say that's good, but catch myself from automatic politeness. Nothing about that is good. I should have sabotaged his computer somehow. Well, I suppose all that's left is to murder a man. It gives Cyrus a curious glance, to suggest a question, possibly one eliciting the whereabouts of the president. He seems to pick up on it. Don't worry about where he is. It's not like I wouldn't need anything to do. Instead, I get to tell support. Can't shut down our own to unconfirmed locations. I'll tell you this though. The society is pretty open. The floor plan of their entire government building is online. Found it on a website offering tours of all places. The president's office is on the top floor. Try going directly there. I break my gaze and look at his computer monitor. Out of the corner of my eye, I see Cyrus lifting his wrist to his mouth and talking into it. I could eavesdrop, but I don't really care to, and instead turn the halls of bookshelves. Now here's a thought. If there are an infinite number of words, and a supposedly infinite number of worlds, then theoretically there's no limit to what has been written, right? That would mean that each world has their own unique writings, their own unique piece of an infinite collection. How enlightening. Going, Winter. I wonder how long I can keep up this charade of nonchalance. I'm afraid that as soon as I take it down, I'll be completely aware of its severity and sickness of the incoming event. So I don't want to go. I don't want to see this. I'm going to watch a man die. I'm going to let a city be destroyed. I can't believe I joked about this. I completely relinquished my rebellion, and now I can't save anything. You could easily say that this was my fault, and it wouldn't need to convince me. I could have done something. I could have tried harder. This is a lesson I want to stop going to class. I must keep going though, regardless of my feelings on the matter. Really, I had to. I had to keep doing this, and I had to keep dealing with them. If I'm going to allow this, then I can't hide from it. I look back to Cyrus. The coordinates have been sent to your ICD. We'll be going together in 5. I lift my wrist and turn the smile screen toward me. There are coordinates and a countdown showing. Cyrus is taking something from his inventory. Before I even see it, I know what it is. A weapon. He pulls it out, and I'm at a loss for words. I only know that it's a gun from it being vaguely similar to the one in my textbook. It looks much stranger than that textbook gun, and seems disturbingly sinister. Perchance my way of thinking is warping my perceptions. Hopefully not. I wonder how Cyrus got it. We aren't given any weapons for our work, but we're allowed to take things from different worlds along our travels, and store them within our inventories. Surely there's a story in how that gun wound up with him. Surely there's a story in how he got each of the doubtlessly countless weapons he keeps in his inventory. If I didn't load them, I might even ask. My surroundings quickly change as the countdown reaches 0. I take stock of the new room, knowing that it is practically unfurnished, yet elegant, the same large desk I saw on television sitting meters away from us. The same man is here as well, though this time he's standing back toward us, and gazing out a large window. He naturally does not notice our arrival. There isn't anything visually or audibly spectacular about teleportation from the ICD. Cyrus lifts his arm to aim, and everything crashes onto me. I stare at the trigger intently, and it is as though time is slowed. I can do something. I can stop this. I could just push him. I could swat the thing out of his hand. It doesn't have to go this way. There are other things we could do. I can't be so cold-hearted. No one deserves this. He's going to die. I can't stop this. I can't do anything. I cry out, too late, and soundless under the gun, but he heard me. Barnaby heard me. He turned and I saw his face as he died. The scariest part is that his face in death was exactly as a normal face, and I would see it everywhere. He crumples to the floor. Cyrus isn't scolding me for shouting. He just stands still at my side, pointing his gun at the president's corpse. I stare at the body and become aware of my breathing. I take in air and rattle as it fills my lungs. This is literally the strangest experience I've had since I got here. I'm not convinced it's real. I don't want to be convinced. I'm displaced and overwhelmed. I haven't even read novels like this. I can't react to something so almost fake. After a few minutes, Cyrus lowers his weapon and returns it to his inventory. My neck cracks as I return to witness the action, seemingly abrupt in the stillness of death. He lifts his wrist and looks at it. We then return to the street where we started, some distance from all the televisions. At the new location, I break my stupor and attempt to grab myself again. I assure my mind that this is all real, and though it is, I soon look upon Cyrus with contempt. Wasn't that it? What are we still doing here? Guilty and need another drink, perhaps? We need to monitor the situation. There may be more to do yet. In this case, doesn't that mean more people to kill? Whatever, I've done what I can. Can I leave now? Frankly, I don't even care about my grade after this. Look. What? I turn to what Cyrus is directing my attention to, the wall of TVs from before. There's a small crowd gathered there, and over their heads I can see the instantly recognizable crest of the Brighton presidency displayed on the screens. Without a word, Cyrus moves to join them. I reluctantly follow, uncertain whether I'm going to like what I'm about to hear. This is the emergency broadcast system. This is not a test. Please pay close attention to the following message. The message will begin 10 seconds. Then I stopped myself from using found out, or alternatively caught you, realizing our company. Cyrus merely looks down at me for 3 seconds before gazing back to the symbol. The president is dead. Then he's going to speak. A second or something? The message will now play. Oh, what? Sir, isn't that? Shh! It's the president, just in the same brown suit behind the same large desk, in the same exact room that I just saw him die in. I thought this was magical. Isn't this necromancy? Cyrus' expression reveals little to the mystery as usual. I can see for certain that he is in no way nervous about this. Right, can't be necromancy. Rigid physics, Winter. Think with some sense. So he's probably killed a body double or something. Is body double the right term? He killed somebody acting as somebody else. At least, I seriously hope so, because the last thing I need after all this is wizards. People of Brighton, do not be alarmed, for the news that I bear is by no means alarming. This tape is to be played at the time of my death. To be more exact, the time of my assassination. The crowd gasps and murmurs, despite the president's cryptic assurance. Ah, right, of course. This must have been what Cyrus expected. The people shall now have a martyr. Vice President Haynes shall carry on my duties, few as they were, from here on. He will also make certain that my final orders are brought to fruition. My body tenses at his words. As I said, this is not alarming news. After my action today, I fully expected Gabriel's retaliation. I know what he means. It's crawling forth in my head. The realization that I, in my inaction, advocated this. Of course, I hope that would be wrong. The second possibility, the likely one, the bomb will be launched and people will die. But the Gabrian elite seem set to dismiss us. While unfortunate, it is their choice. Gabriel did this? I knew things were bad, but I thought they'd start outright killing us. It seems they're reacting with some unexpected behavior, but none of them are calling for the death of Greens. It is now with pleasure that I issue the order for their death. An eye for an eye is a bitter philosophy. I wish there could have been another way. The missile has already been launched. Damn it! Wait, hey, are we seriously going to fight Gabriel? Was Barnaby crazy? Just because we got military doesn't mean we can fight anyone. We don't stand a chance. We're gonna get slaughtered. Haven't you been keeping up with the word on the street? That bomb is supposed to take out Gabriel. The whole damn city with the one bomb. They're the ones who are gonna get slaughtered. Good goddamn riddance as far as I'm concerned. Barnaby nailed it. Gabriel should pay. Had their chance and they pissed it down like a gutter. Ha. Hey fellas, we've been dying here for over 100 years, and for what? So that Koreans could send our lazy asses all day and watch us bleed? I say let them learn something about what it's like to suffer and die. I plug my ears, but their voices pierce me. Yeah, we can do this. Barnaby fought and died for us. He's always been fighting for us. We shouldn't let his death be in vain. Man, when I first heard his speech, I thought he was nuts, but maybe the old bastard was right all along. Maybe this is how we should fight back. Kill the fuckers! Let's show them what we're made of! What am I hearing? I do hope severely that we will be able to negotiate after this. Fuck negotiating! Shut up, we can't fight them. Are you insane? We're not gonna fight them, we're gonna fucking kill them. People of Brighton, I am sorry that there was no path for us other than that stained with blood. Do not forgive me for my decisions. I only pray that tomorrow will be a better day for you, and that my choice was the proper one. Good night, good Brightons. It has been an honor serving you as your president, as little as I've ever meant. The crowd erupts into commotion, screams of praise, shouts of anger, but one overwhelming cry: give them hell. I don't know what it means, but it sickens me. I immediately face Cyrus with intent to spin on his shoes and slap him across the face, if only he could reach, but he drags me away from the crowd before I'm incapable of either. Sir? If once, sir, you have your unity in blood. Where's your smile? Why aren't you happy? It's gone precisely as you planned. You! Are you not getting this? You just killed at least an entire city of people, and why? Why, I ask? Because you refused to listen to me, because you were so stubborn, and because I couldn't stop you, you miserable, shoeless, murderous oaf. I can't believe this. How could I have let this happen? This weight isn't something someone like me should bear. I can't bear this enormous load of bullshit. This guilt at my incapability? This fury at your foolishness? This disgust in myself for my apathy? Why won't you say anything? Look over there! The whole congregation looks to the horizon, where there's a growing light. Anger subsides into shock, which subsides into disbelief and an acceptance. What comes with the acceptance is a sadness so sudden, thick, and powerful that tears fall from my eyes before I even realize they're coming. Millions of people are now gone. In a moment, just gone. Burnt out. I am to blame. I failed. Absolutely and 100%. I allowed this ruination. Sir, you... I just can't believe you. I just can't accept this. Why did you kill them? An immense wave of sound and energy pounced through us, and I nearly toppled over, held still only by tugging at Cyrus' shirt. Shit. Shit! Shit? Well, shit, Cyrus, really? That's all you've got to say after all this shit, of all things? Let me tell you what you should be saying right now, you murderer. You fucked everything. Settle down, we don't have time for that. He nods into light. That right there is a classic sign of a cheap fusion bomb. And that shockwave just now tells us it's too strong for its own good. Ryan couldn't test a nuclear weapon under Gabriel's surveillance, and it shows right there. They use too much reactant. It's become self-sustaining. What? What in the world does that mean? It means this whole world is dead. That reaction is going to continue until it's consumed the entire atmosphere and left this planet barren rock. The whole world? What? He turns from me. We need an out. Prioritize the student. The situation is hopeless. Wait, no, wait. Hold on a second. This is impossible. What is he saying? It's gotta be worse? Ridiculous. It can't be. No. How would this even... Don't tell me that this all has happened. This is how it ends. Don't tell me that. The light was actually bright enough to dry my eyes. For a second, I'm pretty sure I've died. So sure, in fact, my concerns for Brian's world are briefly overtaken by personal ones. Then I realized if I were dead, I couldn't think. I look to my right and see Cyrus there, confirming the theory. We returned home with one less world to worry about. High radiation levels detected. Please remain calm and wait for emergency medical personnel to assist you. High radiation levels? Talking about us? Sir, what's going on? The events of the past 4 hours have totally beat me over the head. I'm still reeling from the blows. Right now I don't know if I should despair of the losses or fear something else. Really, I'm finding it difficult to think I'm not just woken up from some over-imaginative nightmare. We picked up some radiation from blast, it seems. We'll be fine though, right? Yeah. A disconcerting pause. After a few moments, the entrance to the room opens with a loud clunk, and some people in hazard suits enter, pushing the trolley along with them. Sir? It's just a precaution. Relax. Relax? I need you to both lie on your backs for us. Sarah's calmly does so, but I do not. I'm going to be okay, right? You will be, if you lie on your back. And if I don't, I feel fine. Well, you should. It takes a while for symptoms of radiation and sickness to set in. Mercy, I'm nervous. Everything was confusing before, but I can easily process a threat to my own life. How long? Well, it depends. The longer, the better. Now, could you please... And what happens if they come on fast? Should I be worried? Hey, if you just... Oh crap, I'm freaking out. During said freakout, I noticed that she is motioning for another person in the suit to come over. I'm going to give you something to calm you down. Oh, I don't want to be calmed. It's the perfect appropriate way to react. If it let us work on you, you won't have any reason to freak out. But make sure you get over this. Now lie down so we can... I do so grudgingly, still absolutely worried about everything. The paramedic leans over me, and from what I can tell, presents an IV. It enters with little pain, only a prick, but it's enough to make my eyes water. After they start, they don't stop. I cover my face with my free arm. I'm gonna die, aren't I? No, you're not. Look, are you positive you don't want to take something to calm down? It's difficult to talk while I'm choked, sobbing every half second. I'm sure. I'm just so scared. I hate this. Alright, I'm going to explain what we're doing a bit. We're giving you a drug that will quickly clear out the radiation in your body and prevent the delayed effects of poisoning. I should say, even though it does that, you're still going to feel the early symptoms of radiation sickness. But that's it. It'll only be sickness, and you won't die from it. You're just going to feel really, really gross. I can put you to sleep until symptoms pass if you like. No. But whatever's coming, I deserve it. I don't care if I suffer, just please don't let me. I don't want to die. You're not going to die. It's our job to keep that from happening, and we're pretty good at it. If you need any further reassurance, hey, you're not throwing up, right? Spontaneous bowel movements either? At least not yet. I'm gonna do what? Oh man. Just remember that's going to suck. But you're going to live. Your body lost a lot of cells in that blast and it's going to be bad until they regenerated. I want to go to my room. Sorry. You'll have to stay here until your radioactivity has lowered to an acceptable level. I'll take you to your room once that's over with. So I lie on the floor, quietly sobbing to myself, as I'm medicated through gravity. I'm terrified, and I feel terrible. And I only feel more terrible that I'm not feeling quite terrible enough. I'm the worst. I mean, what are their tears even for? I'm not going to die. Someone already died. A whole planet of someone's. Don't they deserve my tears? I guess now that I'm home, it's just so easy to distance myself from it, almost like it never happened at all. I know that's not true, but, well, it's all Cyrus's fault anyway. Even if I fought him tooth and nail, he's my superior, and doing that would be... I don't even want to imagine his face. I make it sincere effort not to look in his direction, even to him lying right beside me. I gaze instead at the black ceiling, trying my best to feel as empty and nondescript as it is.